Alright, you get the gist. Everything on screen is what the story contains. Please, if you are not fine with these things, well, anyone should not be fine with these. Please, don't listen to these, or just, I don't know, watch my other shit. It's fun. It's entertaining, hopefully. Well, hope you guys enjoy, and let's go.
Tunneled vision. The wind pillar struggled to his next mission, feeling completely empty. His usual excitement and bloodthirst was no longer seen. Oh God. Finally arriving to the given area, Sanemi stared at the darkness. With a sigh, he lifted his katana and sliced a shallow cut into his arm, watching the dark liquid seep onto the floor. He waited. Marichi, as on cue, a demon came crawling out of the shadows at a high speed, with its long mouth watering. The demon's black hair was long, separating through the room, and the tarted white dress it wore made its pale skin even more tarnishable. Its black, burly eyes were locked on Sanemi's shallow cut. Moving his feet into a solid stance, he lifted his gaze towards the burling figure. The wind pillar lifted his katana, ready to quickly behead the creature. As the demon grew closer, Sanemi's pale eyes widened. Right before his eyes, the distorted demon's face shifted into very familiar features. Odd-colored eyes overlapped the demon's green orbs, and suddenly Sanemi saw the face he had been longing for. He found his arms stiffening, unable to attack the figure. Even as the demon lashed its mouth onto his already bleeding arm, the wind pillar was unable to bring himself to lift his katana. Yin, gazing attentively down at the monster being that ripped into his flesh, he used some strength to remove his arm from the demon's mouth. However, he did so as gently as possible, as if he was trying to avoid hurting it. Once he was free, he wrapped his arms around the figure. The demon thrashed back and forth, but was unable to break free from this embrace. Yin, I missed you so much. Loud cracking sounds echoed through the disciplined building as the demon, repeatedly attempted to bite at the wind pillar. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. I'll find a cure for you no matter what. The demon snarled and growled as Sanemi buried his face into the demon's cold neck. Let me go, you fool. I'll tear you into shreds. The demon continued to struggle, while the wind pillar remained stuck in his delusion. Grabbing a nearby piece of iron, he shoved it into the demon's mouth. Let's go back to the headquarters. We'll cure you, don't worry. Sanemi lifted the struggling demon and exited the temple. He walked through the path he came, gaining absent looks as he passed. Soon the wind pillar arrived through the entrance of the headquarters. Upon seeing him, the Kazuki began to panic. The groups of people began to despair. Oh no, he's at it again. Someone get a Hashira. He's brought another one. The water pillar lay slumped in Yin's bed, ignoring the piercing screeches of his crow. Even as the crow flew to his side and began pecking at the pillar's face, he wouldn't bring himself to move even an inch. Eventually, the crow began irritated huff before spreading its wings and disappearing through the open window. Not long after the crow disappeared, loud knocking came from the other side of the wooden door. Giyu groaned and tried to turn to the other side. I knew you would be here, Giyu-san. Open the door. Shinobu's voice ran through the other side. However, her tone was flat and monotone, lacking the usual finesse, cheeriness. The insect pillar was greedily silent, and sighed and roughly kicked open the door. The wood splitting near the handle, she pushed open the broken door, stepping into the mess of the room. Well, you look pathetic. Is that a pile of Ian's clothes? Shut up. I'm not in the mood for your shit. Shinobu rolled her eyes, not even thinking of backing off or offering any assurance. Wow, the stoic water pillar cursing? Is this the most emotion I've seen from you? You've really changed. Grumbling breaths, grumbling breath the clothes. Giyu turned over and speaked out. What about you? You're all that fake smile, finding it hard to pretend. The two went silent. Giyu, who was usually quiet and stoic, found himself lashing out more than usual. Somehow, who had usually been able to calm his emotions so easily, had become hot-headed. Shinobu knew, for her kindness, no longer smiled. Unlike before, she found it difficult to continue putting up a fake, keep it up in front of people. Her once vibrant expressions became flat. Both parties had hid their true emotions for so long, and now they're both letting it free. The two, who had seen as opposites, were a lot more a lot more similar than they originally seemed. Choosing to ignore his insults, she roughly pulled away the blanket. Get up, Giyu-san. You need to train. Even without the blanket, Giyu sunk further into the bed, facing away from the insect pillar. I can't. I have to wait for her. Shinobu glared darkly at the pathetic figure hugging the pile of clothes. You're foolish if you think she's coming back. For the first time in a while, the water pillar shot up from the bed with a chest full of anger. He shouted back at her. Shut up. Of course she's coming back. She has to. Clearly irritated, spread across her face as he disillusional. Bringing a hand up, she pinched the bridge of her nose. Think rationally for once, Giyu-san. You think she can come back when she's trapped with those demons? If you're gonna wait here for her, you're gonna be waiting for a long time. He crossed his arms with a scowl on his face. If it weren't for what Shinobu had noted, from the other pillar's changes, she would have been surprised by the stark difference in the water pillar's personality. What are you saying? I'm saying that we have to come together. If this is how you'll prepare, you're gonna get killed before you can ever see her again. The water pillar looked down. Ever since the phoenix pillar disappeared, Giyu was lost. He felt disappointed, guilty, and responsible for her disappearance. If only I was with her, he thought. If only I never left her alone. So, he was so overwhelmed with negative emotion that the presence echoed him to only confront he had left her belongings. However, Shinobu's words had opened up something inside him. Yan's belongings brought him comfort, but it would never be enough. He needed the real thing. With a new goal in mind, a sense of determination blew through the water pillar's veins. Giyu would bring her back, and when she returned, he would never make the same mistake twice. He'd stay by her side forever. A Taisho Air secret. Shinobu has her own personal reasons for motivating Giyu that are not solely for rescuing Yin. Wink, wink. I want to say that there are only 5 chapters left of this book, and soon I will do a poll for the next book, for Demon Slayer anyways. So, or if you guys want, we can do one-shots. I just have to find one-shots. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and sorry for my rambles. You'll get that a lot. Bye, lovelies.